I intended to do a demonstration of FD lenses for the Canon T2i, but unfortunately the weather didn't cooperate with me and I didn't have a bright sunlit day. So hopefully tomorrow we'll have something to do about that. Right now, about the main thing I want to talk to you about, because we hit on this a while back, and I covered FD lenses before, but I never really got to talk about them. Now, FD lenses, and you can see the kind of mount that it's got there. This is the kind of lens that Canon made for cameras like the AE1 and other cameras back in the 70s. And it was their main line of camera lenses. Well, when the EOS line came out, these things were pretty much rendered useless because they didn't have the same kind of mounting system. And unfortunately, there's an awful lot of snobbery against these lenses today, and I really don't see why. For one reason, the argument is given that you lose a lot of image quality because of the adapter. Now, as you can see, I got the adapter on the camera right there. And the nice thing that I like about it, and I'll get to the image quality question in just a minute, is that because it has that little glass element in it, and it can stay on the camera, it keeps dust off the lens. I mean, off of the sensor, rather. So you get a level of protection that we didn't have before just by using these kinds of lenses. Now, as far as the image quality loss, how bad can it be? I mean, these cameras have 18 megapixels. They've got unbelievable image quality to begin with. And the first thing that we always want to do with them is soften it or back off the sharpness. So anything that you might possibly lose right there, you can certainly more than make up for in the menu. And frankly, I'm yet to see any of this image quality loss that everybody's always banging on about. For instance, a typical thing that you'll see on one of the discussion boards. Take a look at this. It says, generally FD lenses are considered a no-no if using EOS. This is a very common thing, but there's a good side to that. It keeps these lenses a really good bargain for the rest of us that want to use them and understand that they work pretty darn well. Now, the lenses I've got in front of me here, this is a Canon 1.8 FD lens and 50 millimeter. Now, that lens, the normal 50 millimeter that you can buy from Canon for EOS cameras costs about $100, and I paid about $20 for this one. This one is a Canon 35 millimeter lens, and I think I paid $11 for it. And I found all of these on eBay, so that gives you an idea of the kind of prices that you can pay and the kind of lenses that you can find. This one is a Tokina 28 millimeter lens, and like I've said many times before, I think this is my favorite lens in the whole kit. This rascal here, just about everything I shoot with this lens. So I think I paid $6 for this. Now, yes, the adapter costs about between $30 and $40, but it can stay on the camera. So it's a one-time purchase. You don't have to have one for each one of the lenses. Now, I'll get to some other things. Yes, there's a couple of downsides to using FD lenses, and shooting outdoors in the bright sunlight is one of the main ones that I want to show off. So when the weather's better, we'll see that. What I will leave you with right now is another video. There's a link down below. This fellow did a pretty exhaustive look at FD lenses and demonstrated how well they can work on cameras like the T2i. Now, he describes it in terms of the Canon 7D, although the 7D has the same sensor, so the crop factors that he talks about in the video will be the same. Again, I think that a lot of people are missing a really good bet by not jumping on the FD bandwagon. And people can knock them all they want, but remember, this is still an art form, and using any kind of lens is still an artistic choice. So you can either like it or not like it, or use any kind of lens you want, or shoot in black and white. It really doesn't matter because, again, we're creating an art. And to argue the minutiae of all the technical points is really pretty silly. Anyway, I'll leave you with that video that's listed down below. And tomorrow, with any luck, I'll have some more information about using FD lenses on Canon cameras.